Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Iron Guard, a Rimworld 40k series. And unfortunately, this week, I am not able to get an animation in, mostly because there wasn't enough going on that made me think, man, this would make for a great animation. However, we are doing a fantastic job on research. We did bury Sergeant Kaoru. Unfortunately for him, he bit the bullet, and there wasn't much I could do about that. However, we will make an effort to figure out what is causing the corruption and do something that is very important to a viewer. And a viewer that I think is a really good idea. And that's going to take this entire mountain range here, and we're going to turn it into a castle. We are going to build a southern castle. We are going to dig out all of this mountain over the course of today's episode, and we are at least going to get the basics for our castle done. We will have a helipad. We will have everything we need, and finally, thank God, tidal power is done. I've been needing extra reliable sources of power for a long time, and because we're an oceanic base, I think that's going to be the best option for us is tidal power. I think we can get like 7 of these in safe positions before they start going closer to the attack vectors of all enemies. The other thing to remember entirely for this base, I'm going to be giving it over to another faction. Going for the Arco Nexus end. So, am I going to put more effort into this base than I should? Probably. Will I do it again? No. But this has actually been a lot of fun so far with the suggestion to turn it into a castle base. So I said, why the hell not? Let's spend the next 3 episodes that we're going to be here at this base and turn it completely into a castle base where we're going to focus our efforts on completely eradicating our enemies. Riggs is needed as our sergeant, and he's the only one that I can think of that would fill the sergeant position now with Sergeant Kaoru passing on. Riggs has that focus and that drive, and that's who we're going with for the new sergeant position. Unfortunately, Hodge is still unconscious, thanks to a las weapon round to the face. But when your dad shoots you in the face, I guess that's something we just have to deal with in the long run, eh? Finally, our first raid of the day, Northwest Banbo. Let's go ahead. They're attacking from 3 different directions, 2 to the north, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 8 up top, and then we have these coastal raiders coming in on the side. This is part of the reason why at some point I'd like to get as much steel as possible, build a steel bridge, and at least build a defensive wall on the perimeter, just so we don't get these side attacks and we force them to all come down the bridge. And I think we'll keep it a rather shallow forward wall down to the sides here. But you 3, Riggs, Kimmy, where's Dennis? Dennis is on his way? Perfect. Yeah, they should be able to handle this squad. The only issue with the androids is they take a lot of las fire. Almost like they're professionals at taking it, but Kimmy's taking a few shots. That guy's a giant. How are these guys doing? We've got a witch. Oh, I love that. An android wearing a witch hat. That's fantastic. Whoa. Whoa. They're sprinting down. Pittman is down. Sheldon's taking quite a lot of hits. Sleepy, get out of here. You're not going to fight with a beer bottle. Allsmard, let's send you on search and destroy with that taser goad. Takeo is fairly wounded. Let's send Takeo out of here. We'll get that las rifle picked up. And all the guys that the original squad took care of are down. Kimmy did take some serious hits, though, with that bleed. Nahaku, Brandt, Horton. We're unfortunately, as much as I want to take the androids, we have nobody who can handle the androids. And they're against our ideology, so we're just going to leave them to die, and we'll kill them as life goes on. But we are making progress into the mountain range. It's gonna get there. We will have our mountain castle. It's just we're getting plenty of steel, and it's a lot of limestone to cut through. So this is probably gonna take the majority of the episode. And a binge party. Hodge died. Why did you die? Heat stroke. Shit. Did I forget to put I forgot to put an AC unit into the room. And it's summer, and in the summer months on this map, it is brutal. Oh, Hodge, I'm sorry. I wanted to keep... What? What? No, no, no. No, no, no. Hold on. How did this happen? There's no... you're just interested and you're gonna just up and demonify Dennis? Oh, how did that happen? How did that happen? I have to figure this out. I need to figure this out. Hold on. Okay. Turns out, with the Rimworld 40k mutations mod, the Chaos Gods will decide to screw you in the rear so hard that they just want to smack you and make you eat shit. Turns out you need this purification seal. So now we have to do purification rituals to make sure that nobody becomes tainted by chaos. However, it does give me fantastic inspiration for my Chaos Cultist run. And I can't wait to do that soon. It has been some time. As you can see, Jogust has occurred. We are getting the moisture pumps in the lower field. And this lower section is going to be where we throw our landing pad. Our castle is going to come along nicely. We've got these little towers off in the corners, and once we start breaking down more of the old base and moving things down in here, we'll start expanding the towers and the castle a bit more. But as we fit everything inside, it will start looking a little bit better along the way. Now, I know someone's going to pick out the inconsistency. Jackalope used to be in Space Marine armor, and yes, he was a random Space Marine that came into everything, and I couldn't really think of how he would play into the story. And when it came to combat, he was outshining the Mordian Iron Guard so much that he made Alsmard look like a guardsman in how well he was doing. So I decided to do a little god modding on Jackalope, and I made him a baseliner human. He's now just a standard guardsman, and that's kind of where I would prefer him to be. I don't want him outshining the guardsman as a space marine, and I don't really want a space marine right now. So here he is now, just a regular humdrum guardsman, and that's the way he's gonna be. But we are making fantastic progress on the new crafting room. We have our armory, and we have a brand new crafting room that just needs to get built. We're almost there. It's looking good. Where are we putting this tool shelf? I kind of want to min-max the crap out of it. So what if we put it... Oh, I don't know. How are we doing on moving everything else over? Let's move everything else over before we decide where something else is going to go. Repair bench there. Tailoring bench. Yeah, we'll put it there. Why not? And we can start building the extra benches along the way. This has been the longest project, and as we build our new kitchen and freezer, I gotta say, this has actually been some of the most fun I've had with a Rimworld project, and it sucks that it's a temporary one at that. This is something I never thought I would stare at and go, oh man, this is gonna just be a great temporary little installment. We won't really have to worry about it in the long run. It's gonna go to somebody else. Everything will be perfect the way it is. And yet, I don't want to let it go. There's a part of me that's like, just let me hang on to this. I'm kind of getting attached, but we are now assigned to the Explorator and his Primus, and we're just slowly building more and more along the way. Maybe somewhere in the story there's a falling out, like if Lieutenant Boyd and the Explorator have a harsh, violent fallout between each other, like the two of them get into a social fight where maybe one of them gets hospitalized. It would clearly be Lieutenant Boyd, not the Explorator. And at that point, the Explorator and Alsmard leave, and their story is continuing with the Arconexus quest. So that way, like, it still leads up into the Mechanicus story that came out earlier in 2023. And I think that would be a good way. But I would want that to come naturally within the story to give me a reason to personally abandon the Arconexus quest and stick here with this base. I don't want to just abandon it and for the sake of what I want, because what I want is to really see the story through, and unless there's a reason for Lieutenant Boyd and the Explorator to split up and for us to stay here at this base and complete operations, I can see that happening, and I can see us having our operations change from HQ. But before that happens, we have to take care of this bug nest. But the best part is we've run out of food. I need to feed the colony, and bugs are great food. And the thing about humanity in the 41st millennium is they don't care what they're eating. We eat corpse starch, for God Emperor's sake. So it really doesn't matter if we're eating bugs. Sheldon is down, Kimmy is down, and everybody is coming up to arms. What brought you down? Heat stroke. It was probably the heat stroke. Okay, we'll ignore you going down. That is a ton of bugs, though. We are going to be set on food for quite some time. That is the good news. This fight should go on fairly quickly. Bugs really get pushed back and slowed down by Lasfire. So I'm seeing us taking them out very, very... Yeah, look at that. Bugs are going down. This is exactly the way that it should go with the Iron Guard, is taking that formation, holding position, holding the firing line, and just taking everything out as we go. We'll pick up Kimmy, we'll pick up Sheldon, and make sure that nobody dies. And we'll move on with our lives. Now with the kitchen almost fully set up, let's get a bit more of our castle built out. We're going to start spending as much fine wood as we can. I say fine wood, it's just wood. To build out as much beauty inside the base as possible. We are going to need to put our research lab inside as well, get that out of everything. And I think if we kind of do a little doopy there and cut across there. What if we put a gate in? What if we put a gate inside instead and do like a gate into the main structure? I think that would look nice. Do we want to do one there? No, I like the one gate. Let's do the one gate there, and then there we go. Everything's kind of coming into place, and it's really starting to come out looking good. Let's do power all the way through here, just so we can put lighting up, and there. That should solve some lighting issues. Doop, doop, doop. The Toad is almost complete. Our first opportunity to make viable assaults on our enemies and start taking out their bases, because that is exactly what we need to do. That is our main focus of operation, along with getting a fully functional base up and ready to go. We need to make sure that we are taking out the feral tribes in this sector, so that way the Imperial forces can push forward and take out all hostiles along the way. And you want to know one of the best parts about a tropical rainforest swamp is while this is going to cost me a tremendous amount of wood, I've got wood for days. I've got trees for days. I don't have to worry about a thing. Kimmy's in labor. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. She'll give birth to a healthy kid. Allsmard 71, you are a natural-born pariah. From the moment Kimmy became pregnant, something felt off, and it finally came to light. She is a natural pariah, a potential sister of silence. That is a blessing in disguise. That is a blessing beyond all blessings. Let's name this baby Beatriz. I don't like Beatriz. Let's do Beatrix. Do I just have to change the Z on that? I think so. We'll do Beatrix. And we'll just take out the 71. Allsmard. You know, if there is some lore I have no idea about, it is the Sister of Silence lore. I'm going to have to give a read on that because I don't know what's going to happen next for that bit of the story. But let's get all these purification rituals set up in a purification room. That way it is one less thing we have to worry about. Everyone can come here and cleanse themselves of the taint of chaos. And I have no idea how it builds up. It just builds up. But again, we get that Chaos Cultist run. It's going to look great. It is time to make fuel endlessly for the Toad. And that is going to happen real quick. Again, I have wood for days. Wood is all I need to make fuel for this machine, for this Toad. You are not wearing the excellent one. We have Bison. Oh, gold! Finally! I'm 2 gold away from having the multi-analyzer and moving our research forward. I just need 2 more gold. I just need 2 more gold. That's it. We're so close. So close. Take him out. Bison Revenge. That's alright. We did pick up a busted weapon, and I forget which pack that the nanomachinery and whatnot comes from, but Riggs has a nanomachinery power saber, and it's just brutal. Let's take the Sunblocker. I don't want that, and I don't want the 2 Archotech arms. I don't want to be getting into Archotech. I want to be focusing on the Mechanicus cybernetic limbs once we get there. So we're going to go with the Vanometric power cells. We're going to set them up. We'll ignore the Dryad face, and we will give mass hallucination to Pittman, since he is our little psyker. We just have to get him more meditation time, and I think I may change Pittman to meditation. Riggs, Dennis, crack open that hold, and let's get inside. Ambush? Ambush where? Okay, let's pull back. You guys can pull back. Come on. Come on. There we go. Run and gun on. God, I love that hell gun. We should start... There's a part of me that wants to make everyone have a hell gun, but there's also just the accuracy of a normal las rifle. Alright, Riggs. Bullshit power saber, go. Oh my god. That was so fast. Transport pod crash Salad. I'm going to ignore somebody named Salad. I'm sorry. He's just taking some nail gun shots. Go ahead and tend yourself, Dennis, and we will send you guys back home. I do want to get into defending the base properly, so we are going to build ourselves a simple tower control fire control tower bunker, so we can have someone manning the bunker, manning the machinery, and making sure that our auto turrets have the ability to fire. And it does allow a bit more in the way of control, and it does limit us on the amount of guns we can have manning our turrets. We had a major suspicious chunk of spacecraft land in the middle of the water, so We are going to have everybody man positions. We're going to get on the autocannons, we're going to get on the pintle-mounted bolters, and we are going to get the kids out of the beach on the other side, and we're going to send them home. Thank you, kids. Stay good. Now, go ahead, man the turret. Let's have Dennis. No. Maybe we send the Explorer to go and do it. No, we shouldn't actually, because if you think about it, the Explorer is not going to extend his reach unless he absolutely has to. So let's put Alsmard out like a step and target it, and then, boy, that is a lot more people than I expected. Alsmard, get home, quick as you can, quick as a jackrabbit. Thank you, good man. And let's start taking out... Let's fight like gentlemen. I'm sure a Scutari Primus is saying that. Now, let's see how these work, because Lieutenant Boyd is doing pretty well. We could link one extra turret to Lieutenant Boyd's system, but I think we'd have to extend one of our bunkers a little bit more to do that. They got pretty close right there. How are we doing injuries? Kimmy's got an injury. Dennis has an injury. No one else is down. Bubble Shield is up. They're going to be firing on that for the longest period of time. But if we're in cover, he doesn't seem that accurate, and he hasn't taken anyone out yet. Left flank is clear. It's just the last guy alive. Kimmy, how are you doing? Gunshot wounds. Everyone's doing okay. I'm kind of thinking one of the things we do is re-get bioregeneration and heal some of the base wounds. Or what we can do is just start replacing with bionics once we get the Mechanicus bionics unlocked. We get an advanced component, plast steel. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I'll take that as a win. Alright, Ditch, thank you for healing everybody. Kimmy, go rest until you're healed. Thank you. So far, so good today. I'd say everything is going... Kimmy is carrying a baby while drafted. Why are you doing that? What? Shit. Ditch, what the fuck were you doing? Riggs smashed Ditch in the rib cage, and you smashed his brain... No, you crushed his brain with your right fist. Thank you. Thank you, Riggs. You took away a soldier. Let's get everybody with a ranged shield belt going. God damn. Some things go so well and then go so south so quick. Yes, I am giving everyone that's going to be in the main squad a ranged shield belt for the sheer fact that it is the only way I can see us surviving with just 4 men assault squads until we get a Valkyrie. We're going to send them off with 200 chem fuel, and we'll do 40 meals. Maybe we'll be able to take out 2 bases. Maybe we'll get away without any major injury. If we do, I'd say that's a victory. So let's go and take out the harassers out at the edge and see what a 4-man squad can do. Maybe we only send the toad out once. Maybe we hop and hop and hop, just like a toad would do before we get popped. Shouldn't take too long to get us over there either. It should be a relatively quick drop, I think. Yeah, look at that. Literally a few seconds. Your transport pods land at the harassers. Let's go and zoom in and see what we are working with. Okay, they've got a Yiddikin, and where are we? We're landing. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, we landed inside of a mountain, and we can't see a thing. God damn it, Rimworld. Okay, we will mine. Let's go ahead and just mine a huge chunk out here, and we'll get there eventually, right? That'll happen. It's not happening. It's taking a bit too long. I think I'm going to... They're attacking. Okay, cool. I think I'm going to just do a little movie magic. Look at that, movie magic. Everything's looking great. I had to go into dev mode and just carve out a section down low that I could at least see what was going on down here. So, they're not really trying to mine. Let's go ahead and cancel that. How about we put a mine up that way? Is that good? Because they've got the shallow water up ahead, I think. We'll let 2 of you relax for now. Oh, that's deep ocean. Let's abandon that, I think. And they're starting to mine there. We'll do a Peaky Blinders. And we will mine all the way through to that end. And then we'll stop when we're like 2 blocks away. We'll let them finish the mining. And then we will handle the combat in that aspect. And we'll just have them go through a sheer kill tunnel. All right, we've made really good headway in the mining, and they are catching up to us. So here we go. We've got Riggs with his bullshit power saber. And everyone else in the back forming the Mordian line. And if you guys in the comments want me to get rid of Riggs's bullshit power saber, let me know. I'll get rid of it. I don't care. I'm not married to it. It's not the greatest thing to me. And I know it does trivialize some things, but man, is it doing fantastic work. Riggs, let's pull you back. You took some pretty heavy hits there. How you boys doing? You are just... wow. So I think they've killed themselves more than we've killed anybody. I know Riggs took out like 3, maybe 4. We'll get you to pick up the medicine, and we definitely could improve our las weapon training. That's for sure, but their base is destroyed, so that's 1 base down. 7 more to go. We have a brand new colonist joining us, Azura Supli, and she has Yandere Simulator vibes. Look at her. She comes in here with a butcher's knife. Oh my god. She's gonna kill somebody for her senpai. God damn it. It is finally time to bring down the old base. And I think we will keep the upper tier of this strictly for our hospital. I would like to see that be the main focus of everything up top. It is just hospital support, where when we get wounded on the front line, they immediately go into the hospital, and that's what we'll keep there. Oh look, a raid landing right into the baby's room. Thank you, Rimworld. All right, let's focus this up. Riggs, take the door with your bullshit power saber. Alsmard, take the other side with your taser goad. I don't know why you don't have a las rifle yet, Azure. That is probably my fault. It's Azura. Let's fall back. You've taken some hits, Riggs, and it's just tox gas. Let's pull back. Everybody take out range weapons. There is 1 person left. I thought that was their hair. It's actually a helmet. All right. Let's hold off, and we are going to... The baby is smothered. Oh, no, the baby got carried out? Did the baby get launched out of the room when all the scrap came down? I have so many more questions than, like, I probably should when it comes to what's the deal with the baby. Let's go ahead, take everything down. Azura, go get healed up. Lieutenant Boyd, god damn it, one of them had a pop vest. Riggs, Lieutenant Boyd, go get healed up. Azura, go get healed up. Let's get this place rebuilt. They're landing on children. They landed in Alsmard and Kimmy's bedroom. Like, that's where they're supposed to go. Bunch of jackasses. How'd you lose your right toe to frostbite already? Stop going in the freezer! So it has been a year since we've started the build on the castle, and little Shinya has converted sleepy. I love that. Thank you, little Alsmard. The castle has come along quite well. We have the entire place floored now. We are putting all of our recreational equipment in here as well. The only thing we could use that would really make some boosts is a television. The beauty about it is everything is coming exactly the way that I want it to. We are going to get a bit more of an expansion going down, and a raid. I just need a moment to talk to the viewers, Rimworld, without there being a raid. I just need a moment. Let's get this handled. Kids, come back home. Go hide. Go find a corner. Let's get everybody armed up and ready to go. I do feel bad for the robots this time around, for the sheer fact we have reinforcements at an insurmountable number. So, a mad Ibex Ram. No, is the Ibex Ram gonna start? I didn't even have to send a scout. Oh, how many of them are we gonna end up killing? Well, the reinforcements are panning out to be far more efficient than I expected. One of them launched a rocket launcher. That's fantastic. And they're all getting in our field of fire. Let's hope we don't make enemies of the Astra Militarum by shooting our own people in the back with autocannons and the like. After all, this is the Astra Militarum, where we let our commissars shoot people in the face. Just because they express a little bit of cowardice. How are we doing? They're fleeing. Perfect. Get out of here. They lost a Mordian. That's a shame. Part Q soon. Who else? Did we lose another? I can't tell. There's so many bodies. Oh, we did lose another Mordian. It looks like we lost a naked Ogren, too. Well, they should have been on our side with our team. Ooh, a rock person. And another raid. We don't need another raid. The Kalnamen, okay. Alright, these are people that put a bounty on Allsmart. Let's get everybody mounted up, back up. Here we go. Let's get it done. I gotta get everybody back in a position. I gotta pull them down. Except this raid is gonna be a little bit more creative. So we're gonna have to start using cover. Again, I haven't spent the time building an outer wall because I just haven't had the time. We've been focusing on the castle. The castle's Project 1. We'll get there. We will get there. Trust me, it'll happen. Everything will fall into place just the way it needs to. This base will be immaculate by the time we leave. Or the story changes and the Explorer and Allsmart go on their own merry way. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. They are carving a hole through the rocks. Alright. Let's think tactically. Son of a bitch! Ah! Rimworld. Fuck you. Alright, calm. Collected. Think. Take a moment. This is when the Explorer would, with Allsmart, control one direction. Where would the two of them go? I think they will take the entire eastern front of our base. Let's allow the Mechanicus to do what the Mechanicus does best and control the field of fire. Okay. The Raiders are attacking each other. That is a fantastic win in my books. That'll alleviate a lot of stress that I was feeling. Let's move Riggs, Dennis, and Kimmy down, and actually let's put them here. Sheldon just got off guard duty. If we had a commissar, he'd be dead. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Allsmart and Explorer are, oh my god, they're just devastating as a team. Welcome to the Mechanicus, bitches. What else do we have? We have them going down up there. Riggs, Kimmy. Let's move you guys a little bit tighter in formation. Pittman, let's move you down here as well. We'll keep Lieutenant Boyd at the top. The androids are going south. Let's move south with them to keep field of fire on. There we go. Okay. They're in the blind spot of the mountain range. Remind me to take that out at some point, because I know I'm going to forget. Pittman, get down here. The Raiders from Kalnamen are fleeing. Fantastic. That means they'll go back the same way they came up. And the guards fire. Done. Yes! That is the efficiency of the Imperium. Yes! What a good day. What a good day. Let's just take out the stragglers here. And we have three more raiders from the manglers. Come on, Allsmart, you got this. You can finish it up. Let the humans rest. You are a Skitarii. You have but one purpose, Allsmart. Do it. There we go. There we go. That is a victory. Very well achieved. Well done, everybody. That is a pile of corpses that we are going to have. And look how good our castle's looking. God, I love it. I don't know what we're going to put in the center there, but it's going to be something. We've taken out one base, and things are getting easier. We still have 7 to go. I don't think it's going to happen today, but maybe if we can. Maybe if everyone gets rested and recovered enough, and we get a break from all the fighting, everything will fall into place. The hospital, finally raring and ready to go. Everything is just getting moved and removed and situated perfectly. Thank the God Emperor for that. We'll put all our drug production in here, and I don't care how much silver I spend, we are going to have a perfectly clean hospital. We will prevent all diseases, all issues. Everything will be taken care of perfectly. We've gotten very, very lucky this season. We've had minimal to no disease outbreaks, which is amazing. I'm very surprised at that. But we also now have medicine production, and I think that's going to be our next focus, is making our own medicine here regularly, so we have less to worry about if we end up staying here. Again, that is an if, and we have another raid, because the game doesn't want to let up on me. They're sieging, that's fine. You know what? Let's put our turrets to good use. Lieutenant Boyd, take the turret. It's Yandere, go sit on that freaking turret. You, Riggs, go there. Kimmy, autocannon. Dennis over there. Sheldon over there. Pittman, rearm. You know what? Rearm. Yeah, rearm. Kimmy can hang out. Just hang out there, Kimmy. That's fine. Allsmart, go there. No, go there. Explorer, why don't I have you scout? Let's have the Explorer scout take out a few people and get them to start their raid. I just want to blow them up. It's been a lot of raids today. A lot of them were worth recording. Some of them were not. Maybe we can blow up the talk shells. Think we can blow them up? Is it possible? Can we blow talk shells up and they actually explode? I don't want to risk it. Let's just get some kills in. That will piss them off enough. They are definitely taking hits. They're... Oh, perfect. All right. Explorer, fall back. Fall back. There we go. Come on now. No more running gun. Just come back. Just come back. Having the Explorer be a lot more militaristic in the end. Hurry up, Pittman. We got people fighting. Let's get Kimmy back on there. Pittman, let's move you over here. That way we have an even spread of fire. The Explorer falling back. Everything is doing perfect. I love it. Everything's falling into place. Let's watch this together as friends, comrades, and people who enjoy watching the Mordian Iron Guard do what they do best. Lay down an effective, covered field of fire in perfect formation, holding ground, making sure no one lets up. And we force them back. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And I would say with that being another successful victory for the Mordian Iron Guard of the 373rd. I'm going to say this is a good spot to wrap for today. Shout out to the patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the channel on Patreon. You too can support the channel on Patreon by heading down in the description below. There's a link there. You can also support the channel by becoming a channel member. Shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel there. You can also, as always, support for free by hitting like, subscribe, the bell notification, and commenting. And let me know your thoughts about today's episode. What changes would you like to see, if any, and what things would you like to see happen within the coming days? We only have, this is episode 5, we only have about 6 to 7 more episodes left to go of Iron Guard. There is no animation this week, so that means we're going to have one big-ass animation next week. I look forward to it, and I hope you guys do too. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace. Oh, they already left. Goddamn yaks. I hate yaks. If only we had the opportunity to grab them and kill them, it would have been an even better time. Oh, let's save and call it a day.